Good morning. Today we're talking about, is it too late to get into self-storage? Hell no! Hell no! No, it's not. Basically, no. I'm Dean Booty. I do a podcast called Hacking Self-Storage. We do loads of episodes each week documenting my journey to a massive exit. Massive exit. Don't know when we're going to sell, but not yet. Not for a few years, a number of years. And yeah, I'm going as hard as possible right now, getting myself into all sorts of cash flow problems, over leveraging myself, putting a house on the line, and I document it for you guys to have a laugh at. I make mistakes along the way, but I like to show as well and document the whole thing. And hopefully, I have gone from a shitty operator to a very, very, very. Do you know what? Sod it. Very, 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 very good operator. And I try to teach other people as well because self-storage gives me an awesome lifestyle. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely helped receding my hair and turning it grey because I take stupid risks, which I don't think you guys should do. But that's how I teach you. That's why I want to teach you, so you don't take the risks that I do and you play it safe. And yeah, all seriousness, it's given me an amazing lifestyle. And if I can help just one other person do that, then do you know what? I feel like I've achieved something that is more than money. And yeah, I think spread the information, spread all the knowledge, and a rising tide and all that, good vibrations, and yeah, I love it. So that's why we do it. All right, so today we are talking about, is it too late to get into self-storage? And on all seriousness, no. When was the best time to get into self-storage? 10 years ago, 20 years ago, obviously. But when's the second best time? Right now. Is it too late? No. I've had a course, and by the way, we're going to be opening the course. I will put a link to the Jojo. If you can put a link in wherever we're putting this podcast, in the show notes, in the LinkedIn content, YouTube comments, all that stuff. If you could put a link to the waiting list at Kajabi, we're going to be opening soon. And some of my students who have gone through the course, we've got 5 or 6 that have actually found a site, put in offers. I know that some people are opening hope to be opening very soon because offers have been accepted, which is incredible. I think I saw 44 courses or something like that. And most people don't even take the course, let alone complete it, let alone take action. And it's unbelievable. So, by the way, we will be opening the door soon. I'm hoping. I was thinking 1st of June, but I don't know. I'm away on holiday and stuff. So maybe not. I don't know. But we'll keep you updated. Anyway, so yes, it's not too late. It is nowhere near too late to open a self-storage facility. In fact, it's a wonderful time because there's more and more of a public becoming aware of self-storage. There's more demand for self-storage. Yes, there's more self-storage facilities. Yes, it's more competitive. But I promise you, if you're actually listening to a podcast like this, then and not because you're listening to me, by the way, but if you're listening to a podcast like this, then you will be one of the best operators. There's so many operators that don't have a clue about self-storage, but they think they're good operators just because of the industry, just because of the boom in the sector. And so nobody knows at the minute if we're good operators or we're just getting the results because it's an amazing industry and the industry is pushing us all along to amazing success. You never hear of a self-storage company failing, or I think I've heard of one, and it was completely, by all accounts, completely mismanaged from the top. And I want to talk to you about today about a site that I found. Somebody, amazingly, I'm not going to tell you any names, but somebody said, Dean, have you seen this site? Just come on. You should have a look. I'm like, oh, it's on my hit list. My hit list, by the way, is something that I shared it. No, I haven't shared my hit list. No, my hit list is underserviced areas. The UK is massive. Well, not massive. Depends what you're thinking about. It's not okay. It's not big as Australia. It's not as big as China. It's not as big as America, but it's big-ish. And there is pockets of areas that are underserviced from self-storage. What is underserviced? Right, I'm glad you asked. I can't remember the exact criteria now, but basically what I look for is anywhere for under 1 square foot per capita. So if a place has got 100,000 population, you're looking for about 100,000 square foot in that area to service that population. So anything under that is underserviced. Anything over that is overserviced. And if you stick to that rule of thumb, you'll be absolutely fine. We don't want to be opening in overserviced locations because there's more competition. The price per square foot will go down, yada, 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 yada. And so what we want to do is find underserviced pockets. Now, there is so many of these around. Honestly, I still can't believe it. Like I said, I've got a hit list that I go through. I go through all the towns in the UK. Primarily, my tactics is to go for towns. Yes, I'm opening up in Ibrox at the minute, and I've opened up in Hull, but Mansfield, for example, ideal, 100,000 population, there or thereabouts, and it's wonderful. It was underserviced, not anymore. Stay away from Mansfield. It was underserviced, and then we opened there. We found an underserviced area, and we opened. Beverley was underserviced town, so I go for these smaller towns. Or Mansfield's quite a large town, and Wrexham, for example, Wrexham was a town, but it's a city now, and we acquired somewhere in Wrexham. Again, underserviced. Not anymore. Please don't come there. And so that's what we look for. I found somewhere, this guy sent me his details and said, you should look at it. So I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited about it. I was away in Edinburgh at the time with my wife. And I thought, do you know what? I Saturday morning, I'm going to get up early. I'm going to go. And I went to have a look at it, did a recce, already booked a viewing for Monday. Recording this on Monday. I've been there today. And it's a little bit smaller than I really want. And it's a little bit more expensive than I really want to pay. But just because they're asking that doesn't mean that they're gonna get that. And as it happened, I don't know if this was a tactic by the agent, but there was two people who was there at the same time. There was somebody there looking around quarter of an hour before me. Obviously, they're still going to be there quarter of an hour afterwards. So I don't know if they try to create competition, create demand, and make me think, oh. Anyway, the owner was there. Lovely, lovely guy. Lovely, lovely, absolutely salt of the earth individual. And he told me that it's too small for the other people who are not interested. I was like, oh, what's their industry? And he said, I didn't know, they didn't tell me. But I obviously told him everything about self-storage, etc. Showed him on my sites because I'm kind of proud of it all. And yeah, we got talking. And whether he might take an offer, I think he will do. I think he said he's open to that. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is I had a look around at the competition. And in the course, by the way, we teach you how to do this. Don't miss out on the course. It's amazing. And we had a look around at the competition. So I Googled self-storage. And then I did it the other way. Just 1 second. My son wants to come in. I won't be a second. I'm going to pause it. Bless him. He's just come to me. He said, Dad, I don't want to go to school. He's in tears. And I was like, mate, don't worry. I'm not going to put pressure on you to be good at school. As long as you're a nice person, that's all I care about. And you are a nice person. Because, by the way, if you're first time here, well, even if you are, I don't think I really mentioned it. I have a massive disdain to the educational system. I don't think it's fit for purpose. Certainly not for us entrepreneurs, business owners. It's didn't serve me well at all. In fact, it hindered me. It hindered me for years and years and years because of the school system. I believed I was thick, yes, with an F. I believe I was going to amount to nothing. Why? Because I was shit at school. I'm dyslexic. I can't concentrate. School is not a good fit for someone like me. And God knows how many letters I would, the ADHD, whatever, I'd have loads of them. And it didn't serve a purpose for me. And so many people, it doesn't serve a purpose for. Yes, it serves a purpose for some people, but it doesn't fit the masses. And if you don't fit the masses, then if you're not one of them people that it fits, you're made to feel stupid, belittled, your confidence goes, everything. And so I'm a big believer in saying to my kids, I don't respect the school system at all. Absolutely not. There's certain things I want to get from it for the kids. But apart from that, I will never be one of these people who lives by grading you at 16 years old for an exam. And that is supposed to put you in a bucket, depending on which pigeonhole you're going to be in. You're going to be successful or not. It doesn't make no common sense. I was such an immature 16-year-old. I'm such an immature 42-year-old. I didn't grow up. I didn't mature. I developed later. So yeah, I'm never going to push my kids for schooling. And if I want to go down the academic route, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But they don't have to either. By the way, my way even worse because one of my sisters is a solicitor, and the other is a maths teacher. And she's not only a maths teacher, she's an exam marker. She's a board of something or other. And so my mum and dad were like, oh my God, my girls are so brilliant. Have you got a son? Yeah, we don't talk about him. He's happy. And so, yeah, I think success. And by the way, success comes in many, many times. Do you want to be successful and unhappy? No, the main thing is being happy inside, internally. That is success. And yeah, anyway, let's get back onto self-storage. Right, so SEO. I was having a look at this place and I Googled it, and a self-storage company came up that wasn't even in that location. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. And then I looked down, that was number 1. Number 2 was an aggregator. Number 3 was an aggregator. Number 4 was nothing. And I was like, this is crazy, absolutely nuts. And by the way, some of the information I'm giving you, the overall, it'll be true, but there's going to be little bits and pieces that I add in and take away because I don't want anybody piecing it together and thinking, I'm going to find this site, where is it? And so the population was about 8 million for this town. I do make myself laugh. What a wally. Yeah, because obviously we do get people listen. Well, why? Yeah, I get it. Yes. Anyway, right. So the population is, let's say, a bit under 100,000 for this area, which is mental, absolutely mental. And there's nobody there. I went on the maps and looked at all the self-storages, the crate self-storage, container self-storage, indoor self-storage. There was one container site, mental. They've got over 100 containers. Right. And by the way, they haven't even got a website. It took me ages to find their telephone number. And I finally found their telephone number through an external source. And I rang them up saying, hey, have you got any containers available? And just started talking to the guy. He didn't own it. He was working there. And he said, yeah, I can tell you the prices, mate, but you won't get one. We've got an 8-month waiting list. I said, 8 months? He said, yeah, the longest person on the waiting list has been 8 months. I was like, what? Holy shit. What? Right. Okay. How many people have you got on the waiting list? Oh, over 30. Over 30. Too many to count. I'm like, right. So if I put my name on the waiting list, then I probably won't get a container for at least 8 months. He goes, yeah, people just don't leave. I'm like, how much are they? Anyway, it's a standard container prices. Had a look at it. Good location, to be fair, but the containers are not great. And I worked out that this place is going to be taking over £200,000. Oh, and get this as well. I said, is that including VAT? And he goes, oh, no. Your external containers, you don't have to charge VAT. I'm like, huh. You do. Either I'm wrong, which if I'm wrong, then I am stupid. And by the way, I've been stupid before, and I'll be stupid again. But he said that it was, yeah, you don't have to charge insurance. I was like, sorry, VAT. You don't charge VAT. It's X VAT. It's not, doesn't apply to external storage. I'm like, I think it does. Anyway, I've got my accountant looking at it. I speak to the SSA as well, because I think you do, but I don't know. Very, very confident. Anyway, so he's got, so I worked it all out, and I reckon this place this is one of the places, by the way, by saying that. And I drove around the area as well, and there's no signs. There is no signs. Not a sign. So how the hell people find this place, I honestly don't know. I struggle finding it. And I'm a self-storage wizard at finding self-storages. And if I can't find it, customers, well, clearly do. Clearly I'm not a wizard. And it just highlights the fact that you don't have to be good at the minute to be winning in this industry, but it will become more and more competitive. This place will have to change eventually because there will be competition and competitors coming and out marketing these people, but they probably think they're really, really good at self-storage. And bless them, they don't need to be any better than they are because they're completely full. They're taking over £200,000. They will be netting 170,000 from this container site. Netting 170. No website. No Google My Business. No pay-per-clicks. No marketing whatsoever. So it's crazy. So I just want to get the message out there. If you think it's too late for self-storage, it really isn't. There's these places. I mean, if I opened up in competition with this person, then I could just say, listen, I'll tell you what, for everybody who comes in, I'll give you 50 quid for your waiting list. I mean, bloody hell, straight away. There's a shit ton of money there for them. If it's good for me, good for them. Because they can never fit them in anywhere. So, or just give me your newest ones or something, whatever. I'll give you 50 quid per moving. I'll even pay more than that. So it's incredible. So I just want to get out there that there is these pockets, but you need to do the research. It's like anything else. If you do the research, the results are there. If you put the effort in, the results are there. Don't just think, oh yeah, I'm going to open a self-storage and then spend an hour looking for self-storage sites. It will take time. I've got a family member who's been looking for ages for a self-storage and they found one now with a little bit of help from me. I've got a friend, on the other hand, who's been looking for years, hasn't found one. And sometimes I've been interested, sometimes I haven't. And you're not going to get results like that. You need to be constantly looking all the time and putting the effort in. And if you put the effort in, you can find these golden nuggets. Absolutely fantastic. These no-brainers, as Dave Davies would say. Fucking no-brainer, mate. Fucking no-brainer. So incredible stuff. All right, my friends, that is it. I'm going to leave you with that. Please don't think that self-storage is too late to open one, because I promise you it's not. What it is too late for is being a poor operator. That gig will end and is ending. So we need to up-level our skills all the time. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you. By the way, I'm going to do an episode on Friday this week. So it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Every week, the minimum is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. See it, because it's just a lot of content to keep doing every single day. And so, especially with summer holidays coming up, I don't try not to work in summer holidays or work very, very little. And there's holidays next week as well. We're going away, caravan, 2 different places, and then we're hopping on an airplane and going away for 5 days as well. So, yep, lovely stuff. So I don't want, obviously I did my daily newsletter, mrselfstorage.com. That's where all the cool kids hang out. I don't know why I keep doing that with my hands, but the cool kids hang out there. And I send that every day. I'm really passionate about that, really enjoy it. I don't know why I can't write, can't spell, my grammar's shit. And anyway, I'm doing a daily newsletter. So my spelling is atrocious. So yeah. All right. Love you. Appreciate you. See you on Friday. Bye-bye.